the teen who was executed for a crime he didn't commit. He was just 14 years old when the state of South Carolina strapped him to an electric chair too big for his small body. His feet couldn't even touch the floor. His name was George Stinney Jr., and in 1944, he became the youngest person in modern U.S. history to be executed. George lived in the small mill town of Alcolu, South Carolina. He was bright, polite, and curious, known by neighbors as a boy who liked to read and help his father in the garden. Life was simple, quiet, and filled with the innocent dreams of childhood. Then, one spring afternoon, two young white girls went missing while riding their bikes. When their bodies were found hours later, the town erupted in fear and anger. Within minutes, the sheriff had a suspect, George, a 14-year-old black boy who had last been seen talking to the girls earlier that day. There was no evidence, no fingerprints, no witnesses, nothing but a desperate need for someone to blame. Police took George from his home without telling his parents where he was going. He was interrogated for hours, alone, without a lawyer, without food, without his family. By the end of that interrogation, George had confessed. A confession written by someone else. A confession that he didn't understand. The trial lasted just one day. 12 white jurors. No defense witnesses. No cross-examination. The entire proceeding took less than 3 hours. The jury took 10 minutes to decide his fate. Guilty. The sentence, death by electric chair. On June 16, 1944, George Stinney Jr. was led into the execution chamber. The chair was built for grown men, so guards stacked a Bible beneath him so the electrodes could reach his head. When they flipped the switch, the current was so powerful it knocked the mask from his face. He died crying for his mother. No appeal, no second chance, no justice. For 70 years, his name remained buried in the files of history. But in 2014, a South Carolina judge reviewed his case. The confession was ruled coerced, the trial unconstitutional. The judge declared George Stinney Jr. innocent. He was gone, but the truth had finally spoken. George never got to grow up, never got to live the life stolen from him. His story stands as a haunting reminder of how the system can fail, how fear can destroy truth, and how justice sometimes comes far too late. How many more like George are still waiting to be heard?